And that's how it all began. Wow. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're gonna stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. As always, welcome back means another adventure. And that also means that you're gonna wanna know where we are and what we are doing. I can tell you we are back in the Rust Belt, Youngstown, Ohio, and you're about to ask me, what are we doing back in Youngstown, Jim? What are we doing back in the Yo? Well, I'm gonna keep it kind of like I did in the other video of Youngstown, the past video I've done in Youngstown, and we're gonna take another walk through part of the city. But this time, we're gonna feel like millionaires. So if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready, and let's go. We are right here. Right here. That is fantastic. Gotta go. Oh shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva. You're okay. You're okay. For watching my channel.
Jesus God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh shit. That's why I tell you, if anybody's looking for an HJ, this is the spot. Take a sip. History. Better Malanga. So a while back, I did a video on Wick Park, which is just a little bit north up the hill from downtown Youngstown. And I walked around the park and I showed you some of the homes that where some of the big names of Youngstown lived. And I kind of explained a lot of those people. They loved Youngstown. They started businesses in Youngstown. They were well-to-do and they wanted to get away from this city. They wanted to move away from the noise and some of the pollution and whatnot. Today's video, we are going to be walking down 5th Avenue, or the Crandall Park historic area, or as some people call it, and I don't call it this, and I haven't heard it called this in a long time, but North Heights area. I think you might even be able to see some signs. I think somewhere around here there are some signs at North Heights area. But this area that we are about to walk, this was known, and some people still refer to it as, Youngstown's Millionaires Row. I know every city seems to have a Millionaires Row. This would have been Youngstown's Millionaire Row right here. Most of the homes we're going to see on today's walk, because this is going to be like a sightseeing walk of homes, pretty much. Most of the homes were built in the first quarter part of the 1900s. Actually, if we went down that way, one of the first homes that were built in the North Heights would be down there, but we're not going out that way. We are going to start right here at Crandall Park, on the Crandall Park Ravine Bridge. This is a cool cement arch bridge, which I will show you actually here in a minute. This is what I was talking about. This is where it all started. In 1915, this bridge was built, and it connected downtown Youngstown, would be that way, and that's where Wick Park would be down there. You go further down this way, that would have been Northside Hospital. The Henry Stanball Golf Course would be down there. So you can see why people would want to be getting further up this way. This was like the country part of Youngstown. This bridge made it possible to even go further up this way from the Wick Park area. But yeah, 1915 is when this bridge was put in, and it made all the difference. This is where the 5th Avenue Historic District, this is how it all began, right here, this bridge. But yeah, let's take a little walk and I'll show you. I'm not going to go all the way down to the ravine, but this is the Crandall Park Ravine. Crandall Park is named after Nelson Crandall. Nelson Crandall worked for the Briar Hill Iron and Coal Company. Also, he was the secretary for Governor David Todd. I'm going to show you this, and then on our walk back up, I want to tell you something too. Speaking of David Todd, but here is underneath the bridge. I don't know how many people come down here because this is an actual park, and it's hard to believe though that this park really was made for all the wealthy and prominent people that started to move out this way. But look at that. Look at that bridge. That is great. I love it. I love it. Got the ravine down in there. Yeah, I love that bridge. But speaking of Governor David Todd, I want to stop for a minute there. Oh, what's that? Oh, look at that. I moved a rock and I found a lucky dime. All right. Millionaires Row, what'd I tell you? But hopefully the wind doesn't screw up with the sound. But let's stop right there for a minute, being that I mentioned Governor David Todd. I don't know how many people do this, but when I go on day trips or day drives, I'll research something and I'll be like, well, that looks cool, but after this we can go check this out, or we can go check his gravesite out, or whatever. Being that I mentioned David Todd, you know, Crandall Park wasn't named for David Todd, Nelson Crandall, but he worked secretary for David Todd. You can go check out at Oak Hill Cemetery, and you can go to the family plot of the Todds and check out. It's on top of the hill, and the whole family plot is there. So now I'm walking, so that may not be feasible for a lot of people. So maybe take a drive. I don't know how many people come down 5th Avenue here, but it's a nice drive. Once we get past the bridge, you'll see I'm actually going to cross the street and we'll walk on that side of the street. But yeah, you could take a little drive, check some of the houses out, go to Oak Hill Cemetery, and I've done videos on all these. So go through my channel and check it out, and make your plan a little day trip, day drive, day trip. But we'll check out this bridge. Look, there's a bee. He's probably going crazy right now because it is cold, and a couple days ago it was like 90. As you can tell, I got the jacket on. Crazy weather, just crazy weather, man. But I think this will be a nice walk. The leaves are changing. They're changing color. Let me see. Yeah, I guess you can see. I'm looking through the back. It's a gloomy day, but yeah, check this bridge out, man. You got the light posts. We'll cross it right here. This is going to be a good. This is going to be a nice walk, a nice enjoyable walk. But yeah, the Crandall Park. I actually have no memory of Crandall Park. I didn't grow up in this area. Grew up close, but I didn't come down here. again, this park was kind of built for, you know, the people that moved here, the wealthy people and stuff like that. And now it's, you know, a public park for everybody to enjoy. Not that it wasn't back then, but you know, this is where the wealthy were from. Now in 1925, actually, if you go take Todd Road, because this is Todd that crosses here, this is 5th and Todd is right there. If you go that way, there's a pavilion, there's a lake over there, picnic areas. I don't know about ice skating. I don't know if people still ice skate over here or not. That was in the past, but I know people still sled ride, because I go through this area a lot. And in the wintertime I see people sled riding there. But yeah, if you watched the video and you have any, you know, if you use this park, write some comments, let me know your memories of this park, because I don't have any. I sure don't have any. Yeah, look at all the color changes on the leaves. Not quite like West Virginia. I was in West Virginia last month for a few weeks, you know, going back and forth, and the colors are way different. But yeah, there's the bridge, and this bridge is what connected everything. How crazy is that? Once this bridge got in, people started building. There was a hawk that just flew down over there. And right off the bat, you can see some of the houses that we're about to walk by, like that one right there. And if you keep going down, St. Edward's Church is down that road. Yeah. This is the Burt Prince Mansion, by the way. And I think this was built in 1915 as well. I want to say it was built in 1915. I think it was the same year this bridge was put in. How crazy is that, right? But that house right there, I think at one time it was a bed and breakfast. I think an apartment was something on the 3rd floor or something like that. I think also it was a spiritual retreat at one time. It's back to a residential house right now, but yeah, that used to be a bed and breakfast. Burt Prince Mansion. And down there, I don't know if we can see it. Not this one, not that one. And that's great. That does have a 5th Avenue address, but it's facing Todd. There's a white house. I don't think you can see it. You can make out a little shape of it over there. It's a white house. I was looking at that house to buy maybe about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It was up for sale. It just wasn't feasible at that time. It needed a lot of work. It needed a lot of work, but man, I would have loved to have that house. But yeah, look at got a wreath on the door over there. I like the little crest above the door up in there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross the road. We are gonna cross the road right now. Not a lot of traffic. It's Sunday today. I don't know if this video is gonna go up today or not. But there's 5th Avenue. The most wealthiest, the most prominent people in Youngstown started building up here. And there's the pavilion. There's the pavilion, and you go past the pavilion around that corner over there. Lakes up there. And that's where everybody would ice skate. Like I said, I don't know if people still ice skate there or not, but I do know they sled ride. So if you were from around this area, you know, you were going Crandall Park. And there we go. Like I always say, the city of you. Right there's the sign. There's the Burke Prince Mansion again. And I'm gonna kind of, I might as well talk right now. Yeah, see, I think there was an apartment, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been in some of these houses on this road, but I think the apartment was over there. Look at that arch glass window over there. Nice houses. I see some Halloween decorations. Now, I want to stay on this side of the road because most of the houses that I can say something about are on this side. I do know there's one house on the other side that I do want to mention when we pass it. I just have to remember which one it is. And I'll tell you why when we get to it. But man, I tell you what, I'm not adjusted to the cold yet, so bear with me. My hands are already getting cold. It's windy. I think I don't even know if it's 50 degrees out right now. What a change in temperature, man. What a change in temperature. Yeah, we'll what was I saying? I'm gonna kind of keep this on a point of view. That way you can see the houses and not me. Look at that tree. And I thought maybe there'd be more color in the trees, but I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, look at all the houses. Got that the little sundial right there. Little pumpkins on the bench over there. Now that house coming up over there will pass. Yeah, I'm looking on that side. I'll show that side, but see what I'm saying? I mean, there's, you know, not that they're bad houses, because there's some. Actually, my favorite house, I have a few, but my favorite house, it's at the very end of this road, by the Standball Golf Course. I don't really know any information about it. It's just my favorite house on the block. I'll show you that when we get to the end, because that's probably where I'm going to end my video at. But I'll flip and show you that side from time to time. Like I said, there's one house over there that I do want to talk about, and I'll tell you who used to live there. Look at this. Now, did I tell you how this all started? I told you the bridge was built in 1915, correct? How this really all started is even before that bridge. In 1904, the Realty Guarantee and Trust Company was able to get a hold of some of this land and some of this property. That is when, and they were actually in the center building downtown, and I think I talked about that in the last video that I did about Youngstown. But that is what started this whole Fifth Avenue district here. North Heights is they got this land, and they started developing on it. And then again, I told you the people, the most prominent people, the wealthiest people started building houses over here, because although they loved Youngstown, they loved their businesses, they wanted to get away from the hustle bustle, the noise, and come to the country. So that is how this all started. But this house right here, check this out. Like I said, I want to keep on the point of view. Yeah, what is this? 1848 5th Street, I believe. 1848 5th Street. What's that, a Tudor revival maybe? Built in 1929. Look at the crest. I have two favorite parts over here. You got the crest on the right hand side, and then those are my favorite, jerkin head roofs right there. How cool is that? And that's what those are known as, jerkin head roofs. Those two roofs right there. Look at the slate roof. But the crest is what's cool right there. Check that crest out on the right hand side. That is awesome. This was William Neckerman's home, which was a chief engineer of the Youngstown sheet and tube, and you'll probably hear a lot of that. Youngstown sheet and tube, Youngstown sheet and tube. A lot of the big businesses, the banks and stuff, this is where people move to up here. But yeah, what did I say? 1848 Fifth Avenue. Man, is that awesome. I love those roofs, and I love the crest over there. That's great. Now, I'm not going to talk about every house because I don't know about every house, but I can tell you some. Show you the, once we get up here too, there's a split in the road, a medium in the road, and there should be a plaque, a historic plaque in the middle that we'll go over and talk about. Yeah, some houses on the other, like I said, time to time I go on the other houses because they are nice, but for some reason on this side is where, you know, the big houses were. Yeah, look at that one. So you could just take a drive. I like walking, but you can take a drive. Look at the chimneys on those. How crazy is that? You get the little window up there. The little, I like the designs. You don't get that anymore. They don't build them like that anymore. Look at the mushrooms out there in the yard. Look at this. Look at that. I just noticed that. Wow. Man, that's awesome. There's some more over here. Look at the mushrooms. Very cool. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I thought if it was a little warmer, it'd have been a nice day. It'd have been a real nice day. Man. Now this one here, let's see, 1860 Fifth Avenue. Yeah, so this is what, another Tudor revival? I think that's a Tudor revival right there. And I believe this was also built in 1929 as well. And this used to be the home of Alfred Stewart, chief clerk, secretary, and treasurer of First National Bank. I told you, banks, the businesses, the steel mills. You're gonna find a lot of these, a lot of the people here. But check that out. You got the slate roof still. Wow. Very cool. So yeah, like I said, you can walk down here. But I think most people are probably gonna drive. But take the drive, especially at Christmas time. At Christmas time, a lot of these people really decorate. But this one here, here's another one right next to 1868 Fifth Avenue. Little bungalow. Yeah, I consider that a bungalow, like an English cottage kind of looking home right there. Let me get past this bush. I think this would be the smallest home on the upper Fifth. I like that though. I like that house. Harry Walter used to live here, and he was a florist. He sold flowers. Say it with flowers, right? But yeah, little bungalow house, man. And they're smallest, but it goes with it, right? It goes with everything. Yep. And I believe Harry Walter, I believe he was one of the first people to move here when this area started to develop. But yeah, we'll keep walking, we'll keep sightseeing. And I'm looking for that house across the street too, but I don't know when. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, some of these I don't know much about, but we can still look at them in awe. Feel like millionaires, right? Just imagine back in the day. But look at the chimney, and they always have like the little plaques. Look at the light over there. A little white, the green. Little sign out there, love thy neighbor. And there is where the median starts, right there. And there should be a plaque. I'm gonna keep an eye out on for the plaque. It's gonna tell about the Crandall Park area. Got the WRTA bus stop right there. It does sound nice though. The wind does sound nice today. I just wish it was warmer. Man, I wish it was warmer. Yeah, at nighttime this is a nice road to come down to, just because these lights are on right here, all those lights, and at night it looks really good. But yeah, you can see this is one of my favorites here too. Again, I don't know about all of them, but look at the facade of that, man. Wow, I would love to go back in time and just see, you know, that quarter part of the 1900s, man. This one up here, this should be 2224 Fifth Avenue right here. Looks like a barn to me. That slate roof looks like an old Dutch barn, which is I guess which would be correct because it's like a Dutch colonial. I think I see the house that I want to talk about here shortly, but yeah, that's a Dutch colonial. I'll get in front of it for you. William J. Morris used to reside at this house. Look at that. I just like that, the symmetry of it and everything. Yeah, William J. Morris. Talk about Youngstown Sheet and Tube again. He was the vice president who used to live there. Tell me these houses ain't cool. These houses are just grand. These houses are grand. See, now they're getting nice over here. I don't know if that's the one over there or that one up there, but see, you got the tree lined streets right here. Oh man, I don't think it's that one. Man, I'm trying to remember what house it was. I don't know. We'll find out. If that's 2261, I don't see the address over there. It's either this one or it's that one up there. I'm looking at the address. It might be this one. Might be that one. Huh. It might be that one. I'll go up there and check that address out for you so I can see up there. Might be the one further up. Look at the brick on that. Yeah, look how nice this street is. $2250. Might be that one. Told you, some of this stuff, some of these walks I do, They're not planned. I just go with it. And is what it is though. Let's see, that's 2249. I think it's that one right there. But let's talk about this one. Or that one up there. Should be decorated for Halloween. Yeah, that one over here. It has to be this one. I think that, I'm trying to remember. 2261, that has to be 2261 right here. I believe it is. 2261. That used to be the home of Joseph and Dora Schwabels. And if you're from Youngstown, you know that name. Born and bred. Schwabels Bread, the Schwabels Baking Company. That's where they used to reside. And Schwabels is still going on. Schwabels is still going on. But yeah, they have it nicely decorated with the pumpkins and everything over there. Very cool. Very cool. Yep. Born and bred. Schwabels. That was their home. But here we go here. Lovely chateau, 2268. This used to be the home of Myron Arms. Myron Israel Arms. And if you know anything about Youngstown, you know that name, the Arms. Look at that. This is probably one of the, I don't want to say coolest, but everybody loves this house. He always has it decorated. For Christmas time, he'll have it decorated. The ivy. He got the pumpkins out there for Halloween. He decorates for Christmas inside there, but look at all the finials up top. Yeah, but the history of that house, right? Myron Arms. And I will say one of my buddies actually lives here. I don't want to say his name or anything like that. He's an actor. He's a wrestler. He's a Cleveland Browns fan. I'm not going to hold that against him. But no, he's a real nice guy. Real nice guy. But he'll decorate. I think last year he had something in the middle here for Halloween. Like kind of like a, I don't know if it was a pirate setup or I'm trying to think of what it was. But he decorates every year. Yeah, 2268. Myron Arms, the old Myron Arms house. And I think his wife decorates inside for Christmas with a bunch of trees inside. But look at the ivy on all the houses. This one here, 2272 Fifth Avenue. Probably my second favorite house on the block. Has that Mediterranean look, the terracotta. I love the arcade. Let me get in front of it here. Look at that. I love the arcade. Tell me that isn't awesome. Wow. Got the lions above, which is probably for the water, like the gutter system. Has a little plaque on the side. They had the pumpkins out and everything. And I'll show you that side as well still. All right, oh, there it is up there. I see it. There's the plaque up there where we're gonna stop at. Okay, let's cross the road. Got the leaves changing. Got the leaves changing on those little bushes right there. 2304 Fifth Avenue. Another Tudor revival. Looks like a medieval castle, right? Wow. Yeah, that kind of like reminds you of an old hall, a medieval hall, right? Doesn't it? And I think on the door, I can't tell from here, and I wish I could walk, you know, I wish I could walk up to some of these houses, and you can't really tell, but I think on the door there's a stained glass, a small stained glass window on the door. But look how medieval that looks. Look how medieval that looks. That is great. And I think inside the house, there's tones of Welsh and Irish on that. And I want to say on the handrails, there's some iron handrails inside, and there's like shamrocks intertwined in it. So yeah, and that was for the background of the residents that used to live there. We'll go in the middle here and check this out over here. We'll read this sign real quick. Yeah, see? The tree-lined streets. Look at that. At night it looks great because of the lights. Now this should be two-sided. So, yeah, the Crandall Park, 5th Avenue Historic District. I'm gonna pause this. I've read this before, but I am gonna pause this, stop it, and read it. And I was telling you, let's see. Yeah, see, most of the houses were built between 1904 and 1930, which was the first quarter of the 1900s. Let's see, the concrete arch bridge carrying 5th Avenue over the park. Realty Guarantee and Trust Company developed it. I didn't mention a North Heights Land Company. I just mentioned Realty Guarantee Trust Company. But stop that, read it, and then you go on this side, and there should be an, yeah, this is continued from the other side. And I told you a lot of people. Let's see. Now, if we would have kept going down, I mentioned one of the earliest houses. I don't know. I think I mentioned it. One of the earliest houses that were built is further down, closer to Wick Park, and it would have been in 1904. We didn't start that far down. I started at the bridge, but some of the people here, Philip Wick, Myron Arms, I just showed you his home. Joseph Schwabel, showed you that house. Yeah, so yeah, lot of history walking down 5th Street. I see some color changes in the trees. Yeah, some color changes. There's that medieval. Oh, look at the little spindle going from the fireplace to the house. Wow. Still got some flowers blooming. That one's still nice and blue right there. Wow. Wow. Ah, there's the sun. Where are you? There you are. Ah, there it is up there. Oh, that feels good. Oh, man. Yeah, look how nice these homes are. Yeah, I almost bought one. Almost bought one over here, but it was, it just wasn't feasible at the time. Just more money than I wanted to spend. The house was cheap. I will say that the house was cheap, and that would have been fine, but it was the money that you would have needed to fix it up. And I just thinking ahead, and I was like, nah. Would have been nice though. I love the history of these homes. Yeah, you look at some of the old pictures. If you look at some of the old pictures of these houses, not a lot of landscape, like it, you know, when they were first built and stuff like that. Not a lot of landscape. Just think this was like the country setting of Youngstown up in this area. But man, it sure looks different now. I wonder what they would be thinking now, some of the people that lived here back then. Nice columns on that one. Yeah, we're actually almost to the corner, almost to the end of the video. So not a long video today, I don't think, anyway. Here's one right here though, 2348 Fifth Avenue. Now, the person that built, well, not built, but designed this house, he was the architect for Youngstown Sheet and Tube. He designed this. It's that New England design. That's what it looks like to me. And George Branyard used to live in this house. He was the president for General Fireproofing. I believe this was built in 1929 as well. But look at that. What a house, man, right? Yeah. So see how we got that, you know, General Fireproofing, Youngstown Sheet and Tube, a big name around Youngstown. We've heard that, what, 3 or 4 times right now, Youngstown Sheet and Tube. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, the architect for Youngstown Sheet and Tube designed that house. What a quiet day. What a quiet day. And then we'll go down there. Yeah, we're almost at the end, and I told you that once they built that bridge, it connected downtown Youngstown and then Northside Hospital, which I did a video on Northside Hospital. I didn't go inside. It's a newly abandoned hospital. I did that, I don't know, last month or whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to get him in a video. We were just showing houses, trying to show respect. But it's another peek of a house. Now I'm sure you can delve more into some of these. I'm going to show you my favorite house here in a minute, and I don't know why. I think it's just the symmetry of it, the tones of it, whatever. But yeah, look at that. Just, I mean, just crazy, right? Such nice homes. Nice homes, man. Wow. But you can even delve a little further into there was a squirrel right there in the middle of the thing. He has a bunch of nuts in his mouth walking over there. But you can delve in and you can actually go, there he is again. Look, he's going back and forth. I don't mean to cut it up, but yeah, see him? He has a big nut, either a pine cone or a nut in his mouth right there going, yeah, there he is. He's going back and forth. That's awesome. But you can delve, you can go into some of the census, the 30s, the 40s, and dig in, because you're allowed to look at the census. You can go to the library, get some census, and see who lived in some of these homes. That's and I didn't go to census, but I knew some of the homes of who lived there and whatnot. But you can see, you know, who the wives were, who the husbands were, who the sons, the daughters, servants, maids, housemen. You know, you can really delve into the history of some of these homes. Like I'm sure you could check some of these and you'll find some fascinating history in it. But that house across the street, I don't know why. I don't know why, but that's my favorite house here on 5th. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I love it. I think it's the brick. I think it's the brick. I think it's the colors. I like neat lines and stuff, and that has it. Plus it's that terracotta roof and whatnot. But yeah, that's my favorite house across the street over there. But I think I'm going to turn the corner. And I wanted to mention one more thing, because I was talking. I said that we were talking about the bridge and how it connected downtown. I already went through this, I know. Downtown, Northside Hospital. But I did mention the Henry Stambaugh Golf Course, which is right there. It's all that there. It goes there, and it goes down in there. They're actually golfing down there right now. But yeah, here's Gypsy and 5th. And if you look up there, you got the historic district sign up as well. But I think that was my video for today. I didn't really even have anything planned this week. That was my thing. It rained yesterday. Just, I guess I was in a lazy mood. So, but I was like, you know what? I got to do a video. People seem to like some of the walking tours. And I was like, I know where to go. I haven't been down Fifth Avenue and showed anybody any of the houses. So I would say, if you haven't been through there, take a drive. Get in a car, take a drive, come at night. All the lights are on, looks nice. Take a ride downtown, Youngstown, check it out, see what's going on, see what's new. Yeah, these houses were all historic as well. That's another thing. A lot of those houses have historic plaques on them and have been registered. Like I said, I want to say they also, I don't know if it's in the summer, the spring or whatnot, they used to have, the Historical Society used to have a walking tour, and some of the houses that I named, and I think my buddy offers it too, the open doors, where they would have tours. I don't know if you can go through the whole house, but walk up, and it's the historic district does this and sets it up. I've never been on that tour, but I'm sure it's probably awesome, because you can really get in depth, maybe talk to some of the owners. Maybe they know some, I don't know, ghost stories. There got to be some spirits in some of those homes, right? There has to be. But yeah, just look at some of these houses, man. Wow. But yeah, I think the cooler weather, the leaves are changing. Hop in that car and get up. Get off the couch. Get out and do something. But I'll leave it at that. This is where I'm going to end my video. I want to thank everybody for coming on today's adventure. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel. I appreciate everybody who supports my channel, my videos, and my mumbling and babbling. So until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, better Millionaire.